Hello, and welcome to another Angry unit of the week. And today we're taking a look at the K1 main battle tank, okay? So the K1 tank is a South Korean produced tank which is heavily inspired from the M1 Abrams, as it was designed by Chrysler, who helped design the Abrams, also in conjunction with Hyundai. Basically in the 70s, with the reports that the North Koreans were getting advanced T-62 tanks and the Americans slowly withdrawing units, the South Koreans thought, hey, we needed better tanks. They only really had M48 at this time, and so throughout the 70s we were looking at other different variants, even going to the Germans for procuring Leopard 1s. It wasn't until the late 70s where Chrysler approached the South Korean government and said, hey, we can help you build some new tanks based on our new XM1 Abrams model. And it wasn't until the mid-80s, with the help of Hyundai, that the K1 entered into service in 1986. And it's basically just an M1 Abrams. The initial version had a 105mm gun. It wasn't until 1996 with the K1A1 where they improved it with the modern 120. In-game, the K1 is a 95-point tank available to the South Koreans. It is 3 weapons. So you have your standard NATO type 105mm cannon with 36 rounds of ammunition, 2.2 kilometer range, 60% accuracy, 50% while moving, 16 AP, 3 HE, and 9 rounds a minute. It's a pretty decent version of the 105, accurate, long range, okay penetration. You also have a 50 caliber machine gun as well as a 7.62mm machine gun, giving you 2 machine guns. Up down to miscellaneous stats as 17 frontal armor, 7 at side, 4 at back, and 3 on the top. 10 HP, big size, medium optics, a speed of 70 kilometers off-road, 110 on the road, has poor stealth, a pretty damn good autonomy of 500 kilometers, and is type restricted to Marines, mechanized, and armored decks. So in battle, the K1 is basically an improved version of the M1 improved Project Abrams. For 15 more points, you basically just get a better cannon. And in comparison to the huge selection of General Bluthor NATO tanks in the mid-range price section, the K1 may not perform the greatest. The IP Abrams is a little bit more cost-effective, and for 5 more points you get the Leopard 2A1, which has a little worse frontal armor and not that extra machine gun, but the bigger cannon goes a long way. However, the main role of this tank, or its number 1 role, isn't really fighting other tanks of its same price range, is a little bit more inadequate in that regards. But with the extra machine gun as well as pretty decent frontal armor, it does make it pretty good as a more close range brawling tank. However, Bluthor General aside, in the Blue Dragon's world, this is the king of your mid-range armor, as the Japanese have nothing to really offer in this price range, so the K1 is your main tank to go to, and even though it may not be better compared to the American and German counterparts in price efficiency, it's still a good tank. However, this tank is very important in a very underlooked Bluthor deck, which is Blue Dragon Marines, as it gives a Marine deck, which usually doesn't have a whole lot of tank-based fire support, good tank-based fire support, and a lot of it as well, with good veterancy. Overall, the K1 is okay. It's not a terrible tank, it's not the best tank, it's an okay tank. And well, I'm going to leave it off at that. This has been another Angry unit of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and usual, please just take it easy.